Welcome guys to my channel again, Pete Designs. So you guys, today we'll be talking about the Pathfinder tool. So if you don't find your Pathfinder tool, just go down to Windows and make sure your Pathfinder is checked. And once you click on your Pathfinder, it brings out your Pathfinder in the right hand side. And if you don't find your Pathfinder, probably it's already checked, you can just come down to the right hand side and look for two boxes overlapping each other, intersecting, and that's your Pathfinder. Now we have all these options, and the first thing we have is our unite. Now what unite does is it combines two shapes together. It combines shapes together rather. So if I take these three random shapes and I select them all, if you go to your unite, it combines the three shapes together, as you can see. But take note, the color of the shape is red. Now if I move back, we find out that the color of the shape was blue, and when we move back, we find out that the shape on the top at the top was actually blue. Now if I bring the red if I bring the red to the front and I select it all and tap on unite, you can see it is giving a red shape, a red color. What's wrong with me? Well, we are giving a red shape, and the same thing with the white. You can also try that. Now the next thing we have is the minus front. Now what minus front does is it subtracts shapes. Now, and from the name you know it subtracts the name at the front, the shape at the front. Now we have these two shapes, the white and the red. We overlap them. As you can see, the red is at the front. Now once you select the two shapes together and you click on your minus front, you can see the red has been subtracted, and whatever is at the back of the red, whatever shape is at the back of the red, will also be subtracted, as you can see. The same thing with the blue. We have the blue and the white. If I select both of them and I go to my minus front, the blue has been subtracted. So the minus front is used for subtracting shapes, and that's what you need to know about that. Now the next we have is intersect, and what intersect does is intersect shapes. Now to show you guys what it does, let's take these two shapes and make sure they are being intersected. Now select both. As you can see, their point of intersection gives us this leaf kind of shape. Now if you go to your intersect, that point of intersection is left while the rest is deleted, and that's what the intersect is used for. So if I take these three shapes and I make three of them intersected and I select them all, the point at which the three shapes are intersected is just this shape, as you can see here. Now if I go to my intersect, that shape is left behind, and you can just draw a horse there and get your Ferrari or something like that. So let's move back again. Next we have exclude. Now exclude is the opposite of intersect. Now if I take these two shapes and intersect them and select it, normally when you click on your intersect, their point of intersection is left behind and giving a new shape. But when you go to exclude, their point of intersection will be removed. As you can see, it has been removed. And just in the case of the unite, the shape at the top will be the color of the new shape. And once you select them all and you go to exclude, the shape has been excluded, the point of intersection, and the color of the new shape is red, because red was on top of the shape. Now next we have divide. Now what divide does is it divides shapes along the intersecting lines. Now if I take these two shapes and intersect both of them and I select the two of them, if you go down to divide and you click on divide, now just go down to your shape, you see they are grouped together. If you right click and ungroup them, you find out that the shape has been divided along the intersecting lines. Now let's move back a little bit so I can show you guys what's really happened here. Now we intersected these two shapes. If I select both of them, as you can see, this line is the intersecting lines. These are where they intersected. These are the intersecting lines. Now if I bring this third shape, I join it there and I select them all, you can see the intersecting lines, as you can see here. Now if you go down to divide and you ungroup this, as you can see, they are intersecting shapes, and we said the divide, it divides shapes along the intersecting lines. So this is the first intersecting lines, as you can see. So the shape will have these curves. So remove this, as you can see. Remove this, this, and that's all. So as you can see, they are divided along their intersecting lines. So that's all about the divide you should know. Now let's just move back to undo that move. Now next we have the trim. Now what the trim does is it trims the intersection line from the back shape. It trims the intersection from the back shape. Now let's take these two shapes together. Sorry, I'm having a little bit of problem with my mouse. Now if I select these two shapes and I go down to trim, now if you look at it, nothing really happened. But if I take these two shapes and I ungroup them and I remove the red, you can see the blue has been cut out. So it has been trimmed off. So that's what the trim does. It trims the intersection from the back shape. Now we know this was the intersection, so it gives us that leaf shape. But unlike the intersect, which leaves the shape behind, or the exclude, which removes the point of intersection, the shape formed, what the trim does is it removes the shape formed, but from the back shape alone. I hope that has been a simple explanation of the trim. Select them all. When you go to your trim, it trims off the intersection from the back shape, as you can see here. So that's all about the trim that you should know. Now next we have the merge. Now for the merge, you can use this to do two things. Well, some other things too, I'll be showing you some other tricks. Now what the merge can do is it removes stroke. Now if I take this red and I give it a stroke, let's give that a stroke of white. Now if I click on this and you go to your Pathfinder, if you go to your merge and you click on it, you will find out that the stroke has been removed. So what the merge does is it removes stroke, and also it merges two shapes together. It merges shapes together of the same color, and that's where we make use of our whites, which has been standing here all day long. Now if I take these two whites together and I select them all and I go to my merge, you find out that the two shapes has been combined, and we have this sort of snowman, and that's what the merge does. Now other things you can use the merge for that not everyone knows about, but I'll be telling you guys in this tutorial, is if you take two colors together, two shapes of different colors, and you merge both together, what it actually does is let's ungroup that so you guys can see. Now if I remove the red, you can see it has been trimmed off. So it performs the job of the trim, which removes the intersection from the back shape when you are using two different colors together. That's just one thing I actually found out that I can use the merge for. I just tried to show you guys. Well, you might not really need it, just wanted to show you guys. Now away from that, also we have crop. Now what crop does is it crops the back shape to make it overlap the front shape. Now I will intersect these two shapes together. We have the red at the front. If I select them all and I go to my crop, you can see we are left with the shape formed from the intersection. But if you notice, remember I said red was at the top, and normally when you use your intersection, you can see the one at the top is taken as the color, but here in the crop, the back shape is made to overlap the front shape. As you can see, the back shape is going to overlap the front shape. So if I cover more of the blue, select them all, and I go to my crop, you can see now what you guys are not noticing here is, if you select them all, you go to crop, the shape at the back overlaps the one at the front. The red was at the front, the blue was at the back, so the blue was made to overlap the red at the front. I hope you guys understand more clearly. Trying to make this simpler for everyone, most especially the beginners, to understand better. Now next we have outline. Outline divides an object into its component line segment. Now I'll intersect these two shapes together. If I select them all and I go to outline, as you can see, what we have now are just lines, and when you click on the lines and you ungroup them, you find out that they've been divided into their different line segments. As you can see, all we are left with are the outline, the lines. Now let's just move back to undo that, and finally we've come to the end of this tutorial. And last we have minus back. Now what minus back does is it subtracts the object in the back from the frontmost object. Now remember what minus front did, that if you have two overlapping shapes together and you select this, now we have the white at the top, and you select it and you go to your minus front. As you can see, the shape at the front has been removed. But in the case of minus back, if you go to your minus back, the shape below has been removed. The shape at the back, the object at the back, will be removed instead of the shape at the top. For the minus front, this white shape will be removed, and this point of intersection will also be cut off. But for the minus back, the blue will be removed along this line of intersection, so it means the white, this part, will be removed also. So if I go to my minus back, you can see the shape we have left. So you guys, that's all about the Pathfinder tool. I hope you guys understand really well how to use the Pathfinder now. Having watched this tutorial, I'll be making more tutorials like this, so you guys please support us by subscribing to our channel, giving this video a like, and please comment down in the section below. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.